So none of you have done reading apart from Prapti. You didn't dare to touch reading yesterday. Okay, so let me tell you. This is. Are you all able to see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, this is a, a set of headings given here. And if you look at the questions there, 28, 29, 30, 31, they have written section C, section D, section E, section F. So with regard to section C, what is the best heading? With regard to section D, what is the best heading? With regard to section E, what is the best heading? You have to choose from that box given above. Like for example, let's say just for an example, for 28, let's say
Hmm.
see the best heading is early kinds of snake oil, for example. Early kinds of snake oil is already taken. So let me take it like it. The use of echinacea in new locations. Let us say, okay. The answer to 28 is this. The new use of, so I'll put 9 here. The answer would be number 9 for this one, just in case this is the correct answer. Okay. So let us go
Okay.
to paragraph C first, section C first, and try to understand what it's trying to say. Okay. So you have to read this. This is the
Okay.
paragraph, and what should be the heading for this one is what we'll try to understand. Okay. Let me read it.
Okay.
Let me do this question for you. So native to North America, the roots of echinacea or purple cornflower. So they are talking about some kind of plant, as I understand, and it is
Okay.
native to this particular place, North America. Had been used by. So they are talking about its use. So I'll just keep on marking some keywords. Okay. I'll take this color today. They are talking about its use. So not native to North America, the roots of this plant had been used. So used by all these people for these kind of ailments. They applied poultices to the wounds, used it for teeth and gum diseases, and made a tea. So what I'm finding is it's used, different types of uses,
Uses, yes.
right? And these are some native people. What I'm guessing is that this is paragraph C. So probably these are old people, in
Hmm.
olden days, because the
Hmm.
words which I'm getting are like Plains Indians. Plains Indians usually refers to old people. Old means the
Ancient ones.
ancient ones. So basically, how these ancient people used to use this plant is what I gather from this paragraph. Can it be where to buy best echinacea? Not really. Can
No.
it be what snake oil contained? Not really. Can it be growing echinacea? Not
No.
really. Can it be how to use echinacea plant? How to use, how they are not telling, like boil it, do this, do that. They are not talking about how. So that is also
Hmm.
not the case. Earlier applications of echinacea, quite probable.
Possible, yes.
Origin of the term snake oil, not really. Early
No.
research in the effectiveness, they're not talking about its effectiveness, so this is also gone. How snake oil was first invented, not really. There is nothing like how. The use of echinacea
Hmm.
in new locations, it's not about new locations, it's about like the first
Eh,
use. Modern evidence, it's not modern evidence, it's about old one. Early kinds of snake oil, it's not the kinds of snake oil. So this is the only one which qualifies for early applications of echinacea. I'll call it this as fifth. This is
Okay,
what
so
you're
number
supposed to
five.
do with this particular question, right?
Okay.
You have to find the
Okay.
heading for
Understood.
it.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
Understood, sir.
Let's
Okay.
do one more. Okay. Okay. So let's do D also. Can you just read this D part quickly and tell me what is going on? All of you, please read this and then we will discuss. Take 2-3 minutes to read it. Okay. I will just delete whatever I wrote earlier in the earlier classes. I just want to be, yeah. So just read it quickly. Paragraph D, if you can just read it, and we will do this together. We'll find the heading of this one, and we'll also do a little bit more. I want you to tell me the story. Once you are done, you can tell me you are done, and we will understand the story, what is going on here. Yeah. Can somebody tell me what is going on in this? What's the story going on? Okay, let me try this. I'll do this, and probably next one you can. So settlers quickly picked up the plant's usefulness. Again, they are talking about its usefulness, and people started using it. And there is a but. Whenever there is a but, you have to slow down. Okay? But means U-turn. When you are driving and a U-turn comes, do you drive fast or you drive slow? You go a little slower when there is a
Slow, slow.
U-turn, right? So there is a U-turn
Yes.
here. But until this guy sent samples of his blood purifier to this guy, who is a pharmacist. So this guy was pharmacist. It remained a folk remedy. So up until now, it was a folk remedy only. Folk remedy मतलब क्या होता है?
Hmm.
Something which is just like घर की दवाई,
Hmm.
something like
Home remedy.
home remedy. So it was not a scientific thing. It was like a folk remedy. Initially dismissing this guy's claim as nonsense, Lloyd was eventually converted. So there are two words here, initially and eventually. So initially he doubted, but finally he got converted after a colleague, somebody, this one, what's name, tested the herb and successfully used it to treat bee stings. So there was some kind of story going on here, as you can see. These guys were doubting its use, but then somebody treated bee stings. So this guy got converted. Converted means convinced. So they found that it was really useful. Again, it is about usefulness and somebody getting converted by some kind of proof coming in. Can you see this? That's the story, right? So I'm really not bothered about names and who did what. I'm just focusing on the message, the like what is the big picture. In fact, he went. Who is he? This, so whoever this guy John King is, he went much further in his claims. मतलब ज़्यादा ही खुश हो गया than Mayer ever did, and by this time, a bottle of tincture, so this particular medicine, could be found in almost every American home. So something became very popular. This particular medicine became very popular, like Dettol, and every home had this. So what I'm getting from this is the big story that the medicine was actually something which was doubted initially, but then they finally found some proof of its usefulness, and it became very very useful later. All right. Now let me go and find out which particular. Now you only tell me, okay? I'll not tell you. You have to read these options and tell me which heading suits. All right. Whatever heading you find is suitable, just write it down in the chat box. Out of these headings, which heading you think is the most suitable one? Okay. So yeah, you can keep on writing whatever options you think are the is the right one. And always use process of elimination. See, I'll tell you what, there is something called as finding the right girl to marry. How many of you might have be already married, right? How do we find the right mate, or the boy or the girl? It's not about finding the right girl, it's about eliminating the wrong choices, isn't it? We can't keep on, no, 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 not this, not this, not this. हाँ ये ठीक है, अरे ये भी ठीक है, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये ठीक नहीं है. Then out of these two we compare. हम बोले ये ठीक नहीं है, this one is the best, so let's go with this. This is what we call as process of elimination. Rather than selecting the right option, you should focus on eliminating the wrong options. Does that make sense? Because
Yes,
if
it
you
does.
keep on eliminating the wrong options, what you are left with is the right option. See, you cannot invent an option, correct? You have to find the, always remember, this is interesting. You don't have to find the right answer, you have to find the best answer. What is the difference between the right answer and the best answer? The right answer is the figment of your mind. You think that it should be right. The best answer is the best choice out of the given ones. The best answer, it might not be very good from your parameters, but from the given choices, it is the best. Okay, so let us go through this process of elimination one by one. In this particular thing, I'll just repeat the story by going back to the paragraph so that we are again very clear. Okay, they are talking about this particular plant echinacea and its use. So what happened was that some guy, mayor or someone, found it, and he was not initially so this guy sent it to some pharmacist, and pharmacist was also very doubting, he was skeptical about it. But later on they found that, oh, this is very good because it is able to cure the bee stings, and these guys got converted, and the whole thing became very popular. Its popularity increased. So basically, it's something which is very early. It's not again, you know, just after paragraph C, this D is coming. So it is not about something some in new areas. It is about the old areas itself, right? It's still in North America. We don't have any clue that they are going out of North America. In the same location, something ये होता है ना कि भाई, जैसे अभी for example, if we talk about corona का vaccine, you know, it's in the testing phase. Let us say they have got 2 3 samples, 2 3 different types of vaccines, and one vaccine starts working immensely effectively. One medicine is found to be very effective. So what will happen? Every person will try to grab it and use it, right? But as of now, all are very skeptical. You know, the vaccine is still not 100%. It has not yet won that public confidence. All right, so same thing is happening here, right? So let us now go to this, and we will not select the right option. Always remember, don't bother your mind with selecting the right option. Just ask yourself, I want to reject the wrong options. Where to buy best echinacea? Obviously, this one does not make sense. What snake oil contained? Not really. Growing echinacea, they are not talking about growing it. How to use echinacea plant? How to use means boil it and then use it. So how to use is also not said, my dear. Somebody said fourth. Earlier applications of echinacea, we have already selected this one. So this one I'll cut it actually. Origins of the term snake oil? Not really. Early research. Now, see, they are talking about pharmacist. They are talking about some kind of, doubt and then result. So this research sounds like quite probable. Early research into the effectiveness. It was found effective also. And the very fact that pharmacist is doing it, which means it is sort of research. It is not something which is just based on, fluke, right? So this seems to be quite probable. How snake oil was first invented? It's not about first invention at all. Use of echinacea in new locations. We don't know whether it's new location. It's still the old one only. Modern effectiveness? Not really. Can you see this? So this is how you have to get the answers. You are not supposed to look for the right answer. You are supposed to eliminate the wrong answers. This you have to do always. All right. Would you like to do one more?
Yes.
Okay. So now do this paragraph E and tell me what exactly is going. So these are the stages. First, I want you to read the paragraph. When you read the paragraph, have a very 360-degree view of it. Don't try to get into the thick of the thin things. Names and all are immaterial. Like, what is the message there? See, whenever you read a paragraph, try to think about 3 points. PEE. P is point, E is example, and E is explanation or elaboration. Okay. When I say look there, do I mean to say look at my finger? When I say look there, where will you look at? You look at the roof, right? So examples and explanations are like the finger. They are pointing towards the point, isn't it? The questions are usually based on the points. All right. So please, yeah. So now when you read this particular paragraph, think about what is the point and what is the example and explanation they are trying to give. Once you have read it, tell me that you are done, or you can simply write down done, and then we will move on. Okay, I'll give you a chance to select the right answer. I'll give you some more time to read it. Okay, so if you have read it, can you tell me like what is the story here? What exactly is going on? In your own words, can somebody paraphrase it? Like this is the main idea discussed here. Somebody gave the answer also. Who is that person who gave the answer? Who told that this should be the right answer there? Is this who says it is 9? So you can unmute yourself and tell me what is the story.
So I said it was 9.
So what is the
Uh,
story
so
here?
so basically, when the modern antibiotics were available, the
Mm-hmm.
use of echinacea products, it was seen that the product demand had declined in USA,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't the same in French and German countries, like the European countries, as they used it in homeopathy and other holistic medicines.
Very good.
So it's
Very good.
yeah, so
So
it's
at one place,
basically, yeah,
yeah, at one place it is declining, and at other places it is
other
getting
places
popular.
demand. Yeah, it's in demand.
Okay. So you are saying the answer should be the use of echinacea in new locations,
Yes.
which makes sense, isn't it? Shiva Krishna and Dolly, what do you think? Does it make sense? The use
Yes,
of echinacea in
yes.
new locations. Here they talk about Europe and Germany and other
Yes.
places where it was
Initially,
not used
discussion
earlier.
started with USA and it was moved to
Europe. Yeah.
Europe.
So now you got it. So this is how you can answer these questions. These are easy questions, just that you have to, use the right approach. Okay, read the, and this is important, the way we are doing right now, where we read one paragraph at a time and focus on that only. This particular method is called as combing, where rather than reading the whole passage, you focus on one paragraph at a time and answer all the questions related to that paragraph. Okay, so this was this. I would also like to deal with a bit of these true false not given questions, right? 34 to
Sir,
40, let us.
I want to ask one generic question before we start the reading questions.
Mhm.
So, do we need to first go through the passage for high level understanding what passage is talking about, or we can directly jump to the questions?
See, the whole purpose is to answer questions.
Yes.
Now, if you can gather the passage a little bit without reading the passage itself from the questions itself, it would be great. Like, for example, when you read these options, you more or less get an idea where to buy the best echinacea. So this is, it will make you a little curious. See, echinacea kya hai? What is this? What snake oil contained. Okay, so snake oil is again a term which sounds to be quite interesting. Growing echinacea. Now, grow, the word growing is usually used with plants, right? So, from this itself, you can make out that they are talking about some plant. How to use this plant, earlier applications of this plant, origin of the term snake oil. So now they are talking. This looks like some scientific term or some weird term which they are using. Snake oil. It could be like an oil which is used to cure snake bites. Early research into this. So
Sir,
what I'm
one
trying.
more mistake I have done is
Hear,
like I am
hear
only
me out.
going
Hear me
first
out.
question.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
So what you can do is, one interesting way of doing reading comprehension is to convert it into a treasure hunt. Rather than considering it as a reading comprehension test, consider it as a treasure hunt, because the content of the passage is so confusing at times that when you read it the first time, you go uh, uh, I mean off track, and you start thinking that, oh, it is so difficult. So my suggestion to you would be not to read the passage too much, because as such the content is all, they provide it in a very indirect fashion. So sometimes reading it really does not make sense. So again, I don't miss and don't think that I'm saying don't read the passage. All I'm trying to say is read the passage as the last option. Try to gather the content from the questions itself. And it is very much possible. With my experience, I can tell you this, that when you read the questions, you would be still be able to make out something out of it. It's not that the questions are totally alien. Okay. So yeah.
One mistake that I have done is like I'm taking first question and trying to understand only the first question and going to the paragraph. So instead of doing that, like we can go through like example if we take this example. So we need to go through all the questions and we need to find the identify the purpose of the paragraph. By going through only one question, we cannot understand. So going through
Yeah.
all questions, we'll get the a glimpse of the paragraph so that
Yes.
we can go through a detailed question again.
Correct. Correct. And even you can read the paragraph also. I mean, I'm not saying don't read the paragraph, but read the paragraph very sparingly. Like, try to just gather the basic. Okay, they have given a flower here. It says snake oil. Back in these days, which means they're talking about some kind of history. The term snake oil comes here. Entered the language. It was dismissive. So entered the language means they are using it. See, I'm not even reading all this. It was a dismissive term. So they are talking about that, what kind of term it was. I don't understand the meaning of dismissive. So I'll not break my head and I'll not feel threatened about it also. It was some kind of term. It was a dismissive term, which means maybe a confusing term for the patent medicine. Okay, so there is, do you see what I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to focus on some keywords here and there and trying to make my own story. Often useless, sold by traveling traders. Now I can I can have some pictures in my mind, the people who come to our doors and say that we have some miraculous medicines and all. So they are talking about some kind of scenario of that sort where some medicine is sold in the olden days. So again, my whole focus and my purpose to tell you is that don't focus too much on the meaning of everything in the passage. Even if you get the basic idea, it's okay. Okay, so if I gather the idea that they are talking about some kind of plant, some medicinal plant, how it was invented and how people started using it, how it was doubted earlier. I mean, its use was, people didn't have faith in it, but later on they got converted. That's what the whole passage is all about, isn't it? So all I'm trying to say is how you can save your time. So if you can read the questions itself and see, I'll tell you some fundamental things first. Let us say these are the passages that you have done. All right, you have done all these passages during your practice. Okay, you have done these passages, and this is the passage that comes in your test. Right, this is going to happen. Whatever passages you do in practice, you're not going to get any of these passages. The passage that you get in the test would be entirely different, correct? Agreed or not? Do you think that one of the passages from whatever books you do would come in the exam?
Will it or won't it?
Oh, it won't, never.
It won't. Okay.
Now, so what is the fun in doing all this? What is the fun of practice? Why should we practice when we are going to get something different? Will it really help? We should not do all this practice. It doesn't work, isn't it? We should leave it.
But so the format would be somewhere around the same, right? I mean, what we're doing, the format of the questions.
Yeah, so for understanding the format, would we need to do all these questions? I mean, all these passages. You do 2 tests only. See, there is a very strong reason for you to do as many passages as possible, because now you get to understand these many different ways of presenting information. So this particular passage would have some style, some structure, as you are saying, the strategies, and the structure of the content would also be related to same. It could be related to science, it could be related to medicine, it could be related to some story. But then doing all these passages will give you these many different ways of attacking the new passage. That is how your intuition will start working very fast. So to answer your question, Sivaram Krishna, like, after doing 10 passages, just reading the questions itself will give you a lot of idea about the type of passage. But for that, you should have done at least like 10 to 15 passages, I would say.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now let us do these questions also. Has anyone tried these 35 to 40 these questions or not? If you have not done it, it is good. We'll do it now.
I haven't tried it.
Okay, so let us try this. And this is something which is the most interesting of all the reading questions. It says, let's read the first one. The first one says, snake oil sellers believed their product was effective. They're talking about the snake oil sellers. And this is the first question in the true false not given, right? Now, one thing which you should remember is that usually the questions follow the same sequence as the passage, which means the answer to the first question would be in the first paragraph, second question would be in the second paragraph, third would be in third, even if not second, but then definitely after first. Do you get that? So the answer to this question, see, there are two parts to answer a question. There are two parts. Where is the answer and what is the answer? Do you agree? if you know where is the answer, half the battle is won, or half the war is won, I can say. Isn't it? Out of these lines, if you know where is the answer, half the battle is won. The second is half is just to find out what is the answer. Correct? So when you know where is the answer, so basically the first question would be answered in the first paragraph. Now, what is the meaning of this line if you can read and tell me first? Snake oil sellers believed their product was effective. What does it mean?
That the product worked.
That the product worked and they were absolutely confident about its effectiveness, that this product
True.
will yield results, right? Snake oil sellers believed their product was effective. Now, I want you to read the first paragraph and tell me whether they really believed. And if they don't, if you think whatever is your answer, tell me the line, okay? And just write down yes if you are ready with your answer. Don't give me the answer. So from this paragraph, I want you to find out whether snake oil sellers believed that their product was effective.
So you want us to read the whole of A, or the A and the small part also, like after the
No,
first
only
para,
this
there's a
much.
section.
Only this. This is whole thing is A.
Okay, the whole thing is A, right?
This whole
Okay.
thing is A. So I want you to read this much. From here to here, the bracket which I have made. And the question is, snake oil sellers believed that their product was effective. You have to tell true, false, or not given. You can write in the chat box whatever is your whatever is your answer, and you also have to point out the line. So based on that, I'll be asking you the line on which basis, on which lines basis are you saying it is true, false, or not given. Okay. The question is, snake oil sellers believed that their product was effective. Okay, two people are calling it as false. Okay. So Dolly, if you can unmute and tell us which line tells that they did not believe that their product was effective.
So, selling snack oil was almost a risky and business as cattle stealing, that line, and also it's a second one is a remarkable thing about the many medicine dismiss
No,
as
you don't
them.
have to go on this one.
Sorry.
In this paragraph itself. So they used to run away after
As you
selling.
realized it failed to live up to this its claim. That line. So
Yeah. And they used to run away. Look at this.
right,
Smart
run
snake oil
away,
sellers left the town
left the
before the
town.
customers had chance to evaluate the cure.
Right,
मरीज ठीक होता उससे पहले ये भाग जाते थे वरना इनकी पिटाई होगी.
right.
So this very clearly shows that they never had any faith in their own medicine, right? Okay,
Right.
now let us go to the second question and let us try to answer that also. Now see, this is a super technique that you would be using, that you would not be focusing too much on the passage. You are always looking at the passage from the lens of a question, and that saves a lot of time. Otherwise we get caught into the thick of the thin things. We keep on reading the passage, we ignore the questions, because the questions themselves require very focused uh, interpretation and analysis. Like for example, let me just analyze question 35. You will find the answers, but I'll analyze it for you. Most people in the wild west mistrusted snake oil. Now what do you mean by most people? First of all, so if there are 100 people, most would mean at least 51 people,
Majority. Yeah.
right? So majority, most people in the wild west mistrusted snake oil. So we have to have an evidence wherein we can clearly see that these guys are saying no, 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 snake oil is not effective, right? Who? People, the residents of that place. I want you to read the first paragraph and the second paragraph again and tell me whether most people mistrusted snake oil. What would you say? True, false, or not given? You have already read A, so here they are not talking about people. Probably it should be in B if it is at all there. And you can tell me whether most people mistrusted snake oil or not. If you are ready with your answers, you can tell me whether it is true, false, or not given. Okay, so one person is saying it is not given. Just give me 1 minute, please. Hello. 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 Yeah, it was my father's call. I had to take it. So one person is saying not given. One more person is saying it is not given, or just one person is saying it's not given. Yeah. Anyone else? Shivaramakrishnan is saying it is false. Most people misbelieve. Most people, um, Dolly is also saying it is not given. Most people mistrusted snake oil. So, okay. Where is the statement about people here? See, it's very clearly asking the opinion of the masses. Now, if you look at paragraph B, nowhere it shows the opinion of the masses, isn't it? We don't know how people used to think about snake oil. It's not clear. There is no line. If you can tell me the line, Sivaramakrishnan, that this line shows that people mistrusted snake oil, then we can go with it. But as of now, we can see there is no such line which tells us, isn't it? So this not given is very, very dicey, because it is not given and you have to be very confident telling that no, it is definitely not there. So the answer is not given. There is no clear evidence for it. Some snake oils. Now see again, whenever you find a word which is related to proportion, some, most, many, you have to pay attention to that word. Okay. Some snake oils were mostly water. So some snake oils means if this is a snake oil, this is a snake oil, this is a snake oil. Out of these, some snake oils means some of these bottles were simply water. Some snake oils means out of these 10, maybe 2, 3, they are just water. Okay. This is the meaning of this question. Some snake oils was just water or mostly water. It was like the main component, main constituent of them was water only. So some snake oils were mostly water. Let us go to the question. Let us go to the passage and find out whether they are saying this. Okay. Yeah. So in the same paragraph, in the first two only, I want you to read it and tell me whether this statement is true or false. Some snake oils was mostly water. Okay, I think one person has written not given and true. Who is saying true? Can you please unmute and tell how is it true?
So,
Mhm.
as you mentions, is the remarkable things about many of medicine dismiss as the snake oil is not so much they fail to live up to or trace claims made of them. And there was a mentions it's harmless and colored water could be positively dangerous.
Hmm. So those
On
that weren't harmless colored water means out
right.
of these,
Mm-hmm.
there are a few which are not harmless color water. है ना?
Right.
Those that weren't harmless color water. So let us say these three are
Mm.
not harmless color water. These are dangerous.
Okay.
So these are not harmless, not water, which means these three are just
Mm.
water. अगर
Okay.
इन 7 बॉटल्स में से ये जो
Mm.
4 बॉटल्स हैं ये वाटर नहीं है, ये वाटर नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट वाटर, then
Mm.
by elimination, if I've got these three, these must be water only, right?
Right.
They are saying some of them were not water, which means some of them were water.
Right.
घुमा रखा है इन्होंने.
Mm.
Can you see that? They are telling that those that weren't harmless color water, which means some of them were not harmless color water, they were
Mm.
dangerous. So these are dangerous because they
Mm.
are not water, they are dangerous, which means some are just plain water.
Mm.
If they do not cure, at least they are not dangerous. पानी डालोगे तो ऐसा कोई खराब नहीं हो जाएगा चीज, लेकिन यहाँ तो
Right.
कुछ कचरा डाल रखा है.
Mm.
So see how they are trying to confuse you. And what happens? We read the whole passage and we get caught into it. What I'm trying to say is this: the questions themselves are presented in a little indirect manner, and we have to interpret the questions before we go to the passage. हमारा ध्यान पूरा पैसेज पे चला जाता है, तो हम क्वेश्चंस को इग्नोर कर देते हैं, which is not the right strategy.
Okay.
We have to understand the question very clearly and then go to the passage and try to find out what could be the answer. Okay, now look at this. All these questions 35, 36, 37 has some term which is related to ratios and proportions and numbers. Like look at the 37th question also. All snake oils. अब यहाँ पे सम नहीं लगाया, यहाँ पे most था, यहाँ पे सम है, यहाँ पे all है. हम इन वर्ड्स पे ध्यान नहीं देते, हम पूरे स्टेटमेंट को पढ़ते हैं, जबकि ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, isn't it? It says all snake oils contained echinacea. अब इसको ना, whenever you are finding such questions, wherever there are some numbers and all given, try to make a diagram. Now all snake oils means all these bottles must be containing echinacea, then only this statement would be true. अगर एक में भी echinacea नहीं है, then this will be false. Do you get this? The chances of this statement getting the chances of disproving this statement are very high. We can easily disprove it, isn't it? I mean, generally, I'm talking about, not even going to the passage, because here it is like all or none. All Indians like roti. It is very easy to prove this statement wrong. If there is one guy who likes chawal, the statement would be incorrect, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, these are the things we have to pay more attention to. And what we do, we end up paying lot of attention to the passage. You have to pay more energy and time to understand the question. Now, let us go there and see. All snake oil contained echinacea. You know, on the face of it itself, we know that some of it did not contain echinacea. They're saying that something was just colored water, right? What's remarkable is that claims made for these remedies, or at least their ingredients, most of them plant-based, have since been found to be effective. So from these lines, those that weren't harmless colored water, which means some was just colored water, some was just plain water. So all contained echinacea is definitely false. We have a strong evidence because they themselves are saying some of them was just colored water. Not this one, this one. Yeah. So this is how you are supposed to do these questions. And it is so very important to be focused on the question statement itself. So basically, this is a general trend. It happens that on the second day, only a few people are able to do the whole test. Because, you know, when you start it, although I give, like, I start all these classes usually on Saturdays and Sundays, but then sometimes you do not get a chance to do them. What I'm planning is from the next group, I will start it from Friday. So you'll get a Saturday, which is an off, and probably you would be able to, because this requires a lot of dedicated time. And I know that when you're doing listening, when I am asking you to do reading also, sometimes you leave. So what I want you to do today also is, I want you to do the same test once again. Okay, you have already done writing, you have already done maybe listening once. So I want you to do the listening test once again and do the same test of snake oil once again, the same test. So today is the day for repetition. So now, since you have done a lot of things, it would be easy for you to finish all the tasks, right?
So you want us to do only the snake oil, I mean the questions from 28 until 40, or do you want us to do the entire
Entire
reading
test,
passage?
of course, the entire reading passage from 1 to 40. Even if you have done it once, I want you to do this once again, you know,
Sure,
using the techniques that we discussed.
sure, sir.
So you would do the same test, 1 to 40 of this reading, 1 to 40 of the previous reading. And of course, writing, if you want, I can send you one more test so you can do the writing part. But I'm really not bothered about writing because that's something which you have to copy. And in any case, I'll be sending you lots of essays and letters which you have to copy. In fact, in that particular important links file, I've already sent you some 100 essays and letters. They are already there. So during the course of your journey of preparing for IELTS, you can use them to prepare your writing and letters. And in case you continue, then you will be using the same content. Otherwise, you can use that. My main goal is that in these 3 days you should have done one test completely. If you have done it once, you should do the same test maybe twice or thrice, so you get the whole picture of IELTS very clear in front of you, like what is this test all about. And for speaking also, I've sent you a tutorial, so you can watch that speaking one as well. I sent that
So,
video there in the group.
excuse me, sir, may I ask you a question, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
What are the topics that they probably ask us to speak on? As in, what is it that they really ask us about?
So there is no fixed criteria. They can ask you anything and everything, but then the purpose is not to test your knowledge. The purpose is to test your English. So even if you don't know about a topic, you can build upon it and you can um, tell something about it. Like for example, one of the students was asked, tell me something about your experience of going to a live concert which you attended. What was, when was it organized, who came there, with whom did you go, and everything. So
Okay,
live concert was the question. Has anyone attended any live concert here in the group?
I have.
You have attended, but then everybody might not have attended, right? Like for example, I
Yes.
don't remember attending a live concert.
Mhm.
So what he did, he asked the examiner that, see, to be honest with you, I have never attended a live concert, but I have attended I've seen a live cricket match. So is it fine if I tell you about a live cricket match in a stadium which I recently attended? He said, yes, okay, go ahead. Now, fortunately, what happens in live cricket match, the scenario, the environment, the way people react and cheer the players is exactly the same as it happens in a concert, you know.
Concert. Yes.
So they will say once again, they will also, the environment and the atmosphere would be very electrifying. People would be cheering their teams and everything. So he explained the whole stuff with regard to cricket match, and he scored 8 bands.
Wow.
What I'm trying to say is this, that it is more important how you express and how you explain a situation. The content is not very important, and you can be absolutely honest about whatever you present there. So in case you don't know about something, you can say that this is something I don't know, but I know that these are the things happen. Or even you can say that, well, I've not attended a live concert, but whatever I know about it, I would like to tell you about it, how people react to it. I know when they go there, they get mesmerized to see their favorite singers or dancers playing live in front of them. I've also got an opportunity to see some of them casually, but I never attended it where I was invited. You know, I see people cheering there. You know, so can you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to speculate. I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to build up the whole story. So it's a good idea actually, Prapti, to just go
Okay.
through some books and have a list of those topics and write something about them. You know, favorite movie,
Okay.
favorite teacher, an experience of meeting. So if you just simply Google two
Hmm.
minutes IELTS topics, they will give you some 100 topics. All right. So it's a good idea to have like one or two words, one or two lines, like for example, ideal teacher or a book that you read. So it is good idea to just put in 2 3 words about, maybe I'll talk about Alchemist or Think and Grow Rich, whatever book you have read. So you know, making a list of these 20 30 topics give you that psychological push and confidence that हाँ मैं कुछ prepare किया कर रखा है. But you cannot go with a
Okay.
guarantee there. You know, they can give you any topic.
So just in case, for example, now say for example, what you said, if they ask me to talk about a book that I've ever read. Now, to be very honest, I'm not a reader. So I've not really read any book other than school books.
Hmm.
So then how do I go about it? As in just to give me an idea as to what do I say over there then? Like, do I be honest and say that I'm not a reader, or do I just say that,
So
you
you can
know,
always make out. So I know you can say that, well, to be honest with you, I've never read a book, but I
okay.
think that reading a book is a great idea. And why I'm saying this is because I've seen some stories and some movies which are based on some books. Like, for example, I can tell you about Three Idiots, which is based on a book of Chetan Bhagat. Now, when I saw
Hmm.
the movie, I was really thrilled. The type of uh, story which was so captivating and it was so relatable. I can say that reading that book would also give the same kind of experience. And I know people who read books and who have great ideas. So I think reading, so can you see what is going on?
Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. So तभी
And
दिमाग चलना
दिमाग
चाहिए.
चलना चाहिए प्लस थोड़ी सी जुगाड़ बना के जाना चाहिए. अगर आपने
हाँ.
किताब नहीं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई वाज आस्किंग यू टू वॉच दिस शीनम्स इंटरव्यू. So one of the
Hmm.
questions asked to Sheenam was that, do you like reading history books?
Hmm.
Now, generally, a person would say, no, 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 I don't like reading history books. So she said,
Hmm.
yeah, 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 I like reading history books. तो ये बंदा
Hmm.
सोचने लगा, अरे हिस्ट्री भी पढ़ती है यू, पढ़ती है.
Hmm.
पूछा कि which kind of history books or which history book have you read? So she said, I
Hmm.
am a dentist and I like to read the history about dentistry, how this particular science got developed, and uh, yeah, so that those are the topics which I really like about history. Now see the way she molded the whole history thing.
Yeah, into dentistry.
So
Yeah.
this you can do. You can play smartly, wherein you can take it to your domain rather
Hmm.
than sticking to what he's trying to say.
Hmm.
This girl again scored 8.5 in her speaking.
Wow.
So it's not that you are supposed to be honest about everything that you speak. You
Hmm.
can use your common sense and um, you can mold the topic a little bit. And it's a good idea to go with a little bit of preparation. So I found 15, since we know these are very common topics, if you simply write,
Hmm.
on Google, common 2 minutes topics in IELTS, it'll give you a host of them. And just prepare any random 20 topics. If you prepare on any, I'll give you a list of them and some answers on them, so you would
Sure.
have them handy. So if you
Sure,
prepare,
sir.
that becomes quite a easy thing for you to relate to and answer.
Okay. So, but also one more question is that all these four components that we'll be giving the test on, are the marks interrelated or they are just the individual marks that we get and it has got nothing to do with the, what you
No,
say?
they are interrelated, which means you are on each of the sections, you have to touch the benchmark. Like, for example, for Canada immigration, they ask for 8777. So you should have scored at least 8 in listening and 7
Okay.
in all other sections.
Okay. Okay. And if it's less than that, that means what happens? Your
Then you
marks
have
are,
to take the
your
test
score.
once again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is why you have to give equal attention to all the sections and based on the kind of profile. If you are in touch with some consultant, you might have told you that with regard to your profile where you are planning to apply. But yeah, the
Mm,
general norm is 8777, 8 in listening and 7
okay.
in all other sections.
Okay. Okay. Shall work towards it.
Yeah, it requires, yeah, you need to work on all the sections and they are not difficult as you see, but uh, uh, you need
They are
to,
challenging.
yeah, they are new and they are, people are not used to answer those kind of questions. So that
Yes.
is the case. And with the passage of time, like 1.5 to 2 months, anyone can develop himself or herself with regard to all the four sections. So
Okay. I have a month to go.
You've got a month
yeah.
to go. So yeah, you can.
25th of February. 25th of February is my reading, writing, and listening.
So 1.5, I mean, more than a month's time. So yeah,
More than
you
a
can
month,
definitely
yes.
do it. Yes. That's a good time span. Anybody who is doing it for the first time should give at least a month's time to his preparation to make sure that
Yes.
you do the test multiple times and you are thoroughly prepared about it.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so any other questions for today?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do for tomorrow is just do the same test once again. Tomorrow we are going to do question and answer session, and I'll tell you about how you can take this journey forward, where you can prepare for rest of the sections, how to use the content given to you. And we have got a program which is of a long-term duration. So in case you want to go for the long-term plan, where I'll be taking you through some 6 to 7 tests. The way we have done one test, if you do 7 tests in the same way, you would know everything in and out. So the whole group is doing 7 tests the way the earlier batches. So in case you want to, we will discuss about that, and we will of course answer all the questions related to it. So your task for today is to focus on this test itself and finish all the sections. In case you have done listening, do listening once again, do reading once again, and we will discuss the questions and we'll take it forward tomorrow.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All the best to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night.